I was just doing a cord cutting ceremony and I got done. And I got a message so strong, like a download so strong while I was doing this message. And I heard Spirit, you need to get up on your camera because this is not just for you. Okay, so it was very interesting. Okay, I've done several cord cutting ceremonies and I have never seen one like the one I just did. Okay, first of all, ones I did before were very specific people. This one was a general, all negative energies, all lower vibrational, energetic beings, anything, any entity, anybody pulling at my energy, trying to keep me from achieving what I'm trying to achieve, trying to block me from anything that is mine, pretty much, because I got lots of things in the store. And it was just like, a clearing of everything, a cord cutting of all rest of the negative energies that I can't like pinpoint and I don't really know where they're coming from, because all my specific ones I've done along the way. So as I'm watching it, the way that it's tied, twine, and then I kind of wind it and put it around each one of the candles. And the white one, that was me, it was like tighter around that side. And the other side had the knot on it from where I tied the two pieces together. Or the one piece together at the end, you know what I mean. And they're burning. And at first, the white one is burning a little bit faster, but then the black one starts to burn faster. And the black one is all the negative energy and everything. And I start to notice how my candle, the way that the two candles are like this, right? And it's kind of like curved like this. So my candle's up here. So the wick or the cord is like up here on my candle and more like down here on the black candle. And I noticed that mine gets down to the cord and it just slowly just sits around the top of the candle as it goes down, just sits around the top of the candle. And when the black one gets to it, it like starts to burn quicker. Meanwhile, mine is burning more slow, more steady, and the black flame is like flickering on and off like crazy. Like, I'm like, okay. So then the cord starts to, as the black candle goes down, the cord starts to like straddle the wick and the candle. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, it's eventually going to have to cut itself. So I'm thinking to myself, this cord that was meant to be tight around me is actually now suffocating the other side. Is now, they're going to have to burn it. They're going to have to burn it to get out of it themselves, okay? As much as they don't want to, they're going to have to burn the shit themselves because mine was just over there sitting pretty. That cord just stayed around the top no matter how far it burned down. It looked like my candle just stayed the same height for a while. Meanwhile, the black one just kept going down. And I'm like, okay, all right. I'm looking at this and finally, boom, there it goes. The rope starts to catch on fire and immediately one side of the cord where it starts to twist, one side immediately breaks, boom. But then the other side goes straight. And I'm telling you, this cord hung on for dear life, okay? So my side is over there just slowly burning, and then finally it starts to burn the cord on that side. And mind you, this cord is already burned all the way across, and now it's got this whole little string in the middle that's just like this string of ash, and the two flames on each side just like burning towards the candles, going back and forth. And my candle was putting up such a fight. Let me tell you, putting up such a fight with this flame. Like, it kept lighting the cord over and over again on its side, kept lighting it up, kept getting bigger, kept lighting it up, trying to sever it. So as it's doing that all the way down, finally, it gets down to the bottom. And the wick on the black candle finally falls over and it's just like burning there. It's like sitting up like this, and it's got the flame here, but this part is on the plate, and it's all long, so it's just like sitting there, just burning there, just burning. And the flame is this tiny little flame. Meanwhile, here's mine on the other side. The cord that was around the one part, it was completely covered with wax. So that part never kept lighting up. That part hadn't lit up yet, but that part was next to the wick. So that kept lighting up, and let me tell you, my flame kept bursting up. Like, it would go down, and you'd be like, "Oh my goodness, okay, it's gonna go out soon," and then here it goes, lighting up again, like it just kept telling me, "Okay, resilience." I keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. My energy keeps fighting this, and this other flame just keeps trying to hang on. So finally, the wax burns through on the cord that's around the flame, around my candle, and it lights up. And when I tell you my flame got so big, and the cord turned into the wick itself because it was doused in wax, and it was still surrounded by wax, so that's why it was burning. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so this cord that was meant to be tied like a noose around me ended up actually choking them, this other energy over here, choking all this other energy, and now I'm using it as fuel, and I'm thriving. Like, my side was lit up. The side of the plate that my candle was on was completely lit up. You could see just like, it looked like a lantern. And then the other side of the plate where the little flame on the end of it was just over there, the side of the plate, just dark, just dark, just dark. So the cord was so thin. They're still hanging on. They were still hanging on. But the cord was so thin that they could hardly get any energy from me. Any energy. So it just keeps going, keeps going. Now, mind you, the flame on my side keeps just slowly eating away at the cord as the wax dissipates off of it, okay? Slowly eats away at it. And finally, it just like goes out. Eventually just goes out like it's the smallest thing, and it keeps lighting up on the rest of the cord, keeps lighting up, coming back to life, but eventually goes all the way down and goes to the part where like just there's nothing left to burn. There's nothing left to burn. It's like the thinnest little thing. There's like, it looks like nothing is left there. Meanwhile, the other flame was on the other side, and it was, burning away, and then, trying to get brighter or whatever, but before mine completely went out, the flame had like gone into two, because the wick at the very end of the candle had ended up laying on the plate and like sticking up at both sides. So the flame was burning on both sides, and that knot from the cord was still really close to the flame. So it's over here burning, and before mine went out, like I said, it split into two. So I'm like, there's two energies over here. There was a hidden energy, and it just popped out all of a sudden at the end, thinking that they won, thinking that, yeah, because they have like this collected amount of energy that they've been collecting, that just taken from me. Meanwhile, they're over here dancing together, and then my flame disappears, okay? But they're over here dancing together and feeding off of this knot, going back and forth with this knot, and, a little while passes, and all of a sudden, it's like the two flames go together, because now they're already burning away at the knot that's there, and the knot is almost gone, and the two flames go together, and all of a sudden it's like they look to the side of the plate that mine was on, and it's like it looked like it was startled, like it stopped for a second and like peeked over. It like curved over, okay? This is my side. It like curved over to peek on my side of the plate to see what's going on. And when it realized that I wasn't there anymore, it like all of a sudden just turned and started concentrating on that knot that was there. So it just kept burning away at this knot, and eventually it just goes out. Meanwhile, it keeps like bursting before, a knot is up. So the inside, as it gets to it, is it starts to burst as it gets to different layers of it, but then it gets down to the final piece, and it goes out in the middle of where it wasn't. It just burned all of the wax around. It just burned everything around and just went out in the middle with nothing left. And that's telling me that there's somebody that was pulling so hard at my energy, at your energy, because this message is meant for whoever finds it too. Whoever it gets out to, this message is meant for you. That's why Spirit told me to get on camera, because this is not just happening to me. This is happening to a lot of us, okay? A lot of us. There's somebody that's been pulling and pulling and pulling at your energy, okay? And you've been knowing and thinking to yourself, I need to get away. I need to get away from this. And you've slowly made your way out, or you will make your way out. Spirit is saying that when you do it, or how you do it, is either you've already just disappeared, or you need to just disappear slowly. Disappear slowly. They won't even notice until you're gone, because there's somebody else that they've got ganged up. You don't know this other person. They're hidden because they didn't pop out till the very end, till they were already all the way down to the plate when they already had the knot. There's somebody else that they've drug in trying to pull on your energy, but you are supposed to slowly just dissipate and go out. And before they notice anything, they'll just think, oh, they won. They got your energy. They got the bank over here. They got your energy bank. They got you in the bank, okay? But no, they won't. And then when they realize you're not there anymore, they're going to be startled. But they're going to use all that energy that they took from you, all those little pieces that they learned about you, and they're going to imitate you. They're going to imitate you. Every little piece that they know. But they're going to try each piece at a time, just like how they were burning through the knot and coming back to life, okay? They're going to try to imitate each piece that they've learned about you. But they're going to fail each time, because it's not them. It's you, okay? They want to be you. They want your essence. They want your life. Whatever you've got going on for you, whether it's your personality, whether it's your looks, whether it's your job, whether it's your position, whether it's the person that you're with, whether it's your kids, whether it's whatever it is, they want it. They want it so bad. So they've been pulling at your energy, maybe even smiling in your face, like, oh, they're friends, kiki, 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 they got your back, kiki, kiki. No, they don't. No, they didn't. And you knew it. You knew it, or you know it. You know it. And as I'm saying that, you know in your mind, somebody pops up. Somebody pops up. That's them. That's them. Whoever pops up in your mind when I said that, that's them. And there's somebody that you don't know about ganged up with them, and they think that they got you in the bank. They think that they're winning off of you. But you know in your heart, you know in your gut that something's off. Something just does not feel right. Follow that. Follow that, because it's true. Because it's true. And then when they realize that you're gone and they think they can bank on this energy, they're going to try to imitate you. They might try to slander you. They might try to say, oh, you're like the worst person in the world, but meanwhile try to be you. They're going to fail at it. They're going to fail at it, and they're going to fail miserably. They're going to try every little piece that they know, every little piece, and they're going to fail so hard. They're going to fall flat on their face in their own energy, in their own mess that they made for themselves. So, be strong. Listen to your intuition. Like I said, you know who I'm talking about. You know. I know you know. And you know you know. And even though it might be like, dang, this doesn't feel like something I need to let go of, because maybe you're, I don't know what the deal is. Whatever limiting belief you have in your head, maybe you'll think you won't find anyone better, or they actually really love me, or they're actually really my friend, or oh, they wouldn't do that to me, or well, I've always had people do this to me, or I've always had people like, whatever the belief is, you don't deserve what's going on, and you need to realize it, okay? So, just remember, trust yourself, listen to yourself, because what you're feeling is true. Don't invalidate yourself. So, that's the message that I got while I was doing this cord cutting, okay? someone in your energy, you know who they are. You know you need to get out. Do it slowly. Do it quickly. They won't notice. Well, I guess you can't do it slowly and quickly at the same time, but do it slowly but quickly at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, don't make it seem like a big deal, but make your exit, make your plan, get on out, get on out. You know what you gotta do. All right. Love you, and I'll see you next time for another message, because I get them all the time, and I'm told more and more that I need to get up on this camera, so you're gonna see me. Love ya. Mwah.